Hey guys, today's vocabulary is for your poetry collection. This is going to be your vocabulary for turtle watchers, the sparrow, and nature is what we see. Just a reminder that first you're going to read the vocabulary words and determine if you know the word. If you know the word, you're going to place a plus sign in the box. If you do not know the word, you place a minus sign in the box. Next, read the sentence I place for you on the board. Use the context clues in the sentence to create your own definition of the word. Wait until I read the entire sentence to you because some of the words are multiple meaning words. Example, the word bat. Bat can be a nocturnal mammal, which is a noun, a heavy stick club or cudgel, which is also a noun, to strike or hit as with a bat or a club, which is a verb, or to blink, wink, or flutter, which is also a verb. Then you're going to copy your definition and part of speech shown to you on your screen into the box that says next to the word. It says you may write the part of speech under the vocabulary word or out to the side, and there is a designated box for you to write your definition. Finally, complete your sentence starter. I will project this or read this aloud to you. You're going to write down the part that I show you, plus add to it and finish the sentence. These are the two activities that you need to go along with this PowerPoint presentation. Notice that here in this box where it's got the word ancestors, this is where you're going to put your plus or minus. Do you know this word? Then you're going to create your own definition here. And then here's where you write your definition and part of speech in this section. And then lastly, you have your sentence. That's where you're going to write your sentence starter and then finish your sentence. And you will do this with all three words. You also have your vocabulary activity. Here again, it says to write the part of speech and definition next to the word. Then you're going to write a synonym, a word that means the same thing next to the word, and an anonym, a word that means the opposite. Underneath that, it says to choose one of the vocabulary words and write a complex sentence. A complex sentence means that that sentence is going to be two sentences put together. So you're going to have two different subjects, two different verbs, and you're going to be joining with a conjunction like therefore, after, accordingly, something along those lines. Then you're going to choose one of the three words. I always recommend you choose the largest word and see how many words you can create using only the letters in that word. So for example, if we were to use ancestors, you can only use the words in the word only one time. So in this one, you could do nest, N-E-S-T, and that would go underneath it here. Then the last thing you have is going to be to label each box. So you would put the words ancestors, wisdom, and heed here. Then you're going to draw and color a picture that corresponds with each vocabulary word. So let's begin. Ancestors. Do you know the meaning of the word and can you use it correctly in a sentence? Plus sign if you can, minus sign if you cannot. You're going to use your knowledge to see if you can create a definition using the context clues in the sentence. My ancestors call them the keepers of doors. I read it again. My ancestors call them the keepers of doors. Go ahead and write down your definition. Let's see if your thoughts were correct. Ancestors is a noun. So you're going to write down on your sheet noun, and then you're going to copy your definition. The people from whom one is descended. Notice I have a picture here of a family tree because when I think of ancestors, I think of the people that came before you. So ancestors is a noun, and it's the people from whom one is descended. Now you're going to complete your sentence starter. You're going to copy down what I have here and then finish the sentence. My ancestors helped define who I am because. My ancestors helped define who I am because. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next word. If I ever move too quickly, you can pause. Wisdom. Do you know the meaning of the word wisdom? Plus sign if you do, minus sign if you do not. Now you're going to use your knowledge of the word and the context clues to see if you can determine or create a definition. So impotent, powerless to our wisdom is to her serenity. So, what do you think the word wisdom means? See if you can create a definition for the word wisdom. Now, here's your word and definition. Noun, and it's understanding or deep knowledge. So, wisdom is an understanding or deep knowledge. Here I have a picture of the brain with a tree sprouting out because I always think of the tree of knowledge when I think of wisdom. So, it's a noun, an understanding or deep knowledge. Now let's look at our sentence. Some people like to share their wisdom in order to write down what I have and then finish the sentence. Some people like to share their wisdom in order to. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on. Remember, if I'm going too quickly, you can pause it. Heed. Do you know the meaning of this word and can you use it correctly in a sentence? Plus sign if you can, minus sign if you cannot. And it says, use your knowledge of the context clues in the sentence below to create your own definition. But I work on nor heed its lay. But I work on nor heed its lay. What do you think the word heed means? Create a definition. All right, we're going to move on. For heed is a verb and it means to pay attention to. So you're going to write down verb and the definition to pay attention to. Here I have taking heed and someone with their hand to their ear to show that they're listening, because sometimes paying attention to means that you have to listen. So verb, to pay attention to. Then it says copy and complete the sentence started below. Heed my warning and. Heed my warning and. So finish the sentence. Heed my warning and. All right, guys and gals, so this is our last one. I hope you have all this written down. Now you can move on to your vocabulary activity.